That's gonna have to work.
Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Well, why don't you go to the bathroom?
Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
All right. I'll keep playing Pokemon.
On your headphones.
It's Dave. Hello, Dave. Oh, there goes the Dave.
You guys want to see something cool?
Yeah.
Oh.
Too bad.
That is the kidney stone I literally just peed out.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I was like, I gotta take a shit, I think. And I sit down and I start peeing first, and I'm like, oh God, there it is. It's out. And it landed like since I was sitting, it wasn't in the water. It was like
Oh,
on the side, and I was like, well, I'm gonna grab that. Where's Dave?
damn, dude. That's crazy. So you've just been fucking hating life lately then.
Yeah, it's been like, well, like I felt it start to move like a month ago, and then I went to urgent care Thursday, and they gave me something to help me pass it, and I was like, okay, well, this should be going, and it hadn't gone. Finally, let's see, this is Wednesday, so Monday morning.
God damn it.
You bragged about it. Monday
I didn't.
morning, I was like, okay, I feel like it's done because it felt like it had moved. So, yeah, it had moved, but it was just settled in my bladder, I guess.
Oof.
And so it didn't bother me today or yesterday at all. And then I sat down on the toilet and I start peeing and I feel it and I'm like, oh, it's out.
You're like, showtime. Balls out, balls out.
The ball's on the floor.
I saw a meme.
Oh, damn it, I forgot my headphones again.
It said like, no, I will not stop yelling ball every time the man on TV fumbles.
Right.
Because there is a ball on the ground and everybody needs to know about it.
I gotta yell fumble. Fumble!
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh, this is the gun episode
Of what?
podcast.
A gun
Episode
episode.
357.
Oh, I was gonna say we're talking about guns.
Hey, Dave, look, get the glare out. Can you see that rock in there? Let's see, get it right. Here, wait, I got a better idea. Let's put something behind it. Maybe you can see it like this. Oh, yeah, you can
Yep.
see it really well. That's the kidney stone I just peed out.
Oh, yeah, another one, huh?
Like, no, the same one that I've been trying to get out for like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've
bet that
been
was enjoyable.
struggling with your kidney. I've been struggling with my fucking ankle, dude.
Yeah.
Like for 2 weeks, I can't. It hasn't been able to pop, and
Oh,
and so that gas bubble has just been growing and building inside there.
I think I left my phone in the bathroom.
And like, I could not walk. I had to miss work because I could not put any weight on my ankle. And like, it still hurts right now. Like, it's finally starting to give me like little pops.
Yeah.
And so like I can walk normally, but after a day of work, it fucking screaming at me.
I don't know if there's any good advice for it, but from the last time I've had ankle issues, the doctor told me, and this is just imagine this is your foot. You're going to
Yeah.
do rotations like this, and then back the other way, do 20 of them, and then you're going to push your foot out to the outside and do 20 push-up, like you're pushing the gas pedal, and then 20 to the inside.
Okay.
And then you can try to pop it again. And if that doesn't work, wait till later. Because your muscles are going to get sore, your calf muscles and the front of the calf, especially. And then just wait till it's not sore, and then do those exercises again. Eventually, it's going to let you pop it.
You know, you want to hear a fun added party trick to this whole concept?
Of course.
My ankle doesn't do this.
Well, how does it not?
Because there are bones in my foot that are fused together that your ankle can do that and mine
Okay,
cannot.
well, try to grab it with your hand and wiggle it as much as you can in the directions it'll allow it to do it.
All right, I'll try that.
So I'm holding my foot like this and just kind of wiggle it in the different directions and just keep kind of wiggling it around,
lean against the wall and do the ankle roll move for
kind of,
basketball.
but without the wall. Yeah.
It's like Dutch ruddering, but for your ankle.
Dutch ruddering for your ankle is the name of the pre-show. Yeah, he's like, just rotate your ankle in a circle. I'm like, oh, how nice for you, Mr. Has ankles that rotate.
I was gonna be like, you guys can grab your own feet.
Yeah, we can see our dicks too.
I can see it sometimes. Depends
Only
on how much
once.
I had to drink the night before.
What are you eating, Dave?
Ribs.
What kind of ribs? Spare
Well-
ribs?
There were extras.
Dentis.
They were my dinner. Since Wednesdays are now, this is about the time I get home. So
We had these like frozen chicken fried rices. I threw those in the microwave. They were pretty decent.
Oh,
actually.
you like the fly lie?
And then we had some dumplings, and I pan fried some dumplings. Burned them a little bit because I'd never done it before. But it doesn't really matter.
they go from barely golden brown to burnt fast.
Yeah, it was funny because Jen's like, I took the lid off, and she's like, are those done? I'm like, and I picked one up. I'm like, yeah, check that out. And I set it back down, and I picked up another one. It was burned. Like, I'm like, oh, what about this one? Oh, this one's burned too. But also, she got these new pans that they don't have handles on them. If they have detachable handles, you can take off and put back on. So like when you're cooking and you have multiples of them on the stove, there's no handles and there's just like round dishes on the. It's kind of weird looking, but it's really smart actually because you just have one handle
and you stack them and shit easier, and that's a good idea.
You'll never hit the handle and splash yourself with a pot of water. I was like, I'm surprised nobody hasn't thought of this already.
I'm surprised we're not making those right now.
It kind of looks like a little dinosaur too when you squeeze a thing.
I can't focus, man. I just peed out a fucking rock.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I'm like, I didn't go for a run or something. Or...
What's up, gaping pee hole?
Yeah, right.
I am lucky that I have like an abnormally large urethra because, man, there's guys that do not have that luxury.
I've got a narrow urethra.
You know, I got a narrow, yeah.
I watched. I can't call it a surgery because it's more of a procedure.
Yeah.
But I've seen. I also was a child at this time, and I was in the room for moral support while a urethra got stretched.
Oh.
Yeah.
Stretched?
Yep.
Sound the alarm, so to speak.
Yeah. Is that like butthole stretching?
Yeah.
No. That's called warm up. It's called foreplay.
Oh, okay.
5-play if you're into it.
They call it sounding because of the sound that comes out of your mouth while you're getting your urethra stretched.
I like that.
Pretty sure that was the same tone too.
Harmonized.
We knew. Oh, that is a big ding.
Somehow we knew. Go Ducks.
Go Ducks.
New season, baby. Yeah,
Yep.
people were texting me during the national championship, like, "Hey, did you see that?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah,
we had basketball practice right in the middle.
I was like, someone asked me, like, "Are you gonna watch it?" I'm like, why would I watch Ohio State winning the national championship?
No.
They played their best game of the year against Oregon, and now they're going to play watered down versions of that game against other lesser teams.
Yeah, like literally, they had their best game. And even so, we still, like, if we didn't play that first half bad, we're right in it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hell of a time to pull out the best game, though.
Yeah, right.
I mean, really, if you think about it, you don't need to win. You don't have to come in first or second, maybe even third to win a national championship.
Florida State in the Rose Bowl. We played our best game, and they played their worst.
Yep.
And we smacked them.
It happens.
Did you see the Wolf report that still said that Oregon is the national champion?
Mathematical national champion, because we have the best winning percentage.
Mm-hmm.
I heard, I think it was actually Dion who said this, and it's like kind of been, it's made, like, I still hate losing, but it's made it easier. It's just the simple phrase, one team must win, one team must lose.
Mm-hmm.
And when you really just put it in that binary sense, it, like, you can just rationalize it. Like, well, somebody had to lose.
Yeah.
We won 12 of these bitches in a row, or 13 of these bitches in a row.
Yeah.
Came up snake eyes.
14 if you go back to last year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
14 consecutive wins. That's crazy.
I know that there was a shift in my own mentality about losing games when I really, really realized that I'm not playing and my life is the same tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm upset.
Right.
But this was like 7-8 years ago. There was a real big shift where I was like, hey, like, remember when you don't do things that don't bring you happiness? Right now, losing doesn't bring you happiness. So why would I quit? It's just, like, it's a game. Oh, go ahead.
Dude, when we lost to LSU, like, Heather wanted to go out to the strip club, and I did not want to, because I was in, like, Oregon losing, I wanted to destroy the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm like, I already didn't want to go to the strip club. And she's like, oh, come on, let's go. I'm like, do you want me to go out to a strip club after an Oregon loss? What do you think's going to be on the fucking TVs?
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up going to the strip club, and I hated it.
apparently, I didn't even notice this while I'm watching the game.
Apparently,
I drank an entire bottle of whiskey to myself because every time something, and there was a lot of times in that game when something didn't go the way I wanted it to. It just felt like that the whole game. So I would pour a drink, say fuck, drink my drink, sit there for a little bit, pour another one, fuck. And so like dinner time came around. It was fourth quarter when dinner was all ready. And I was like, well, you know what? I have a very good feeling that I can eat dinner with the family. And I went to go grab my bottle, and there was one drink left in it. And I was like, hey, who's been drinking my whiskey? And my dad and brother-in-law just like laugh at me. They're like, you don't know what you've been doing. And my dad's like, yeah, this is David when he gets locked in on a Ducks game. He doesn't know what's going on around him. He just continues to drink.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And what was weird, it was the most sober I've ever been after an entire bottle of whiskey.
I've been there.
Because it was like
you drank yourself sober.
Yeah, it was like the rage burned off the alcohol is what happened.
I processed it by the end of the first quarter. Like when we went down 21-0 and then went run incomplete punt, I was like, all right, cool. Like I don't need to spend another 2 hours to see the outcome. I know what's happening.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go play some fucking something else.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, by the end of the, I sent a couple text messages, and like a couple people sent me text messages. They're like, oh hey man, are you doing okay? And then I was like, man, I'm already playing Fallout. Like I'm in the wasteland right now. I smoked some weed. And,
right.
Like
I was also in the wasteland and I wasn't playing Fallout.
I was also in the wasteland.
I got over. What also helped me was because I was in Arizona. I knew the very next day I was going to heading to no, not heading to. We had just gotten back from Tombstone, so I had cool stuff about Tombstone, and I was like, it was good.
It was good.
Yeah, I had to work the next day.
Man,
shit's stupid.
I'm just really excited to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens, right? Like, who's to say? Apparently, we just got to be the top 4 in our conference and we can make the playoff.
Yeah, right.
That's the other thing is like Ohio State didn't even fucking make it to their conference championship and they win the national title.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
there's a flaw.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yep. Oh well, you know what? I used to think that too when like teams wouldn't win and they'd somehow still get into the playoffs. But also, the ACC champion's not supposed to be there.
Right.
Like ACC, just because you win the ACC doesn't mean you're running with a second or third place in the Big Ten or SEC.
Oh, we saw that.
Not so much SEC this year, but yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'll see what happens because Clemson will have a resurgence here pretty soon. Or they
maybe.
won't.
Yeah, because you've heard their transfer portal rules, right?
Didn't he kind of open them up a little bit?
He's taken a couple, but it's like he's super strict on letting people in and out.
Yeah, Dabo Sweeney's a weird cat, but it works for him.
Yeah, but it doesn't work to the level that it did because it's a different world now.
Yeah. You can't lock down 8 quarterbacks for 4 years.
Right.
Yeah, that's right, SEC. Everybody can pay their players now. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, get fucked.
Stay fucked.
So yeah, I mean, we went undefeated and won the conference championship of the conference that's won the national championship for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. In our first year.
Yep.
I'll take it. Even with that loss, we did so much better than I thought we were going to.
After we smacked Oregon State, we met my expectations.
Mm-hmm.
We did not surpass my expectations. I expected us to win the Big Ten, and I hoped we could win a national title. Then when we got down to it, I expected to win a national title, and
I definitely expected playoffs. That was kind of me going into last year.
Right.
Like, we're making the playoffs. We're absolutely making the playoffs, and probably in the top 5 is what I thought. We're not going to be one of these tail end 6 through 11 that end up playing a bowl game and then getting absolutely trounced in the first round.
Which is exactly how Ohio State won the national championship. I mean, we saw what honestly, what an advantage it was to have a game the week before.
Yeah, a home game. So you're not sitting a full month. You're sitting 3 weeks. And
you don't have to travel.
And then, yeah, you get a home game.
Mm-hmm.
Get your rhythm.
You sit for a little bit, and then you play a game, and then you can sit back and be like, hey, this is what we need to clean up before we actually go play a real playoff team.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it was Arizona State. No, they were top 4.
Yeah, they were 4.
It was Clemson, Tennessee. I'm trying to think of the losers in the first round.
SMU,
and
Indiana.
That's right. Because Indiana lost to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
And God, the teams that got there had outside of, I mean, Ohio State had to play Oregon, but like I didn't think Texas was that good.
I think we'd have beat the shit out of Texas.
We would have beat the shit out of Texas. And Georgia was a mess, and I didn't think Notre Dame was that good.
I also felt like we didn't make any adjustments from the first game. Like we just same game plan, worked once, it'll work twice. Well, it's not the same team. They're playing differently.
That freshman wide receiver, for Ohio State, the games were so different. Did he even play in the first one?
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I thought so.
Yeah.
And we locked him down.
We did.
Well, but you know.
I wouldn't say we locked him down.
Yeah, I was gonna say we didn't really lock him down, but we didn't let him do what he did that time.
We won.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeremiah Smith is really good.
Yeah. And I allowed myself to hate him for like 4 days.
Good.
And then I was like, okay, I'm done hating a child.
He's over 18.
Still children.
Those,
filthy rich children that look like grown ass men.
Well, when I saw something that was from the 1984 Cotton Bowl.
Oh yeah, it was Notre Dame or Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State. All the guys looked like they had mortgages.
Yeah, they all looked like 40-year-old accountants.
Like, this guy's got to get back to his job at fucking Morgan and Stanley.
How many guys look like cops that had been on the beat for like 20 years? They had the mustache and then just the tired look.
It's like, I've been running. I've been running the whole time.
He's been a beat cop for 20 years and never got a promotion.
And he's a freshman.
Yeah. He's got eligibility.
Hey, Dave, you want to go see the Captain America when it comes out?
We can go the day after.
Why?
We go to lab.
Because I'm not going to a movie with you on Valentine's Day. That's too gay.
It'll have a preview on the 13th.
Okay.
So we can go the 13th.
On Galentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, I'm just joking. I don't care.
I know.
I did notice that it was on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but really, it's Oregon's birthday, so we can just go and be like, no, it's not Valentine's Day. It's Oregon's birthday. I don't know what
your Oregon hoodies with the state on it.
I'm gonna wear my Oregon hoodie anyway, because that's what I wear.
That's who I am. It's what I do.
That's my uniform. I don't know if you know this.
Did I don't know what this made me think. Did I tell you what I said to the cop last time I got pulled over?
Maybe, probably, because you told the story a couple times.
Yeah, so I lied my ass off and got out of the ticket, and then I'm like, yeah, this is my mom's car. She was sitting in the back seat, And the cop's like, well, why isn't she driving? And I'm like, because I'm driving. And he kind of looks at me, he's like, all right. It's like, I don't know what I expected, but all right.
This is the answer you're getting.
You are correct, sir.
Asked and answered. All right.
This little game I like to play called Q&A.
Yeah. You ask the questions, and I will answer in the most generic way possible.
Mm-hmm. What is a Lucy?
I'm not discussing my day with you, sir.
Did you watch Saturday Night Live this weekend because it had Chappelle?
I saw the clip with the player haters doing the balloon pop.
I saw that, and I saw it and got real confused because I'm like, that's a new thing.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Like,
and then I kind of forgot about it.
They were the Tom haters.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny. I mean, like, I watched the whole thing. It's on Peacock now, and the only other skit that was like memorable. Well, there are two. There's one where it's like an old immigrant dad, and then Chappelle talking about being immigrant or dads, and like I don't know. The whole thing is just funny. And Dave's like, I got my son coming out. And son comes out and he's like, hey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And he's like, and that's it. I never met that kid again. And then there was another one where it was like he was living in Los Angeles with his family. So he's got a son in the skit and a wife. And they're like panicking because there's fires. They're like, we got to get going. And he's like, oh, yeah. Starts bashing out the wall and like gets like $500,000 out of the wall. He's like, we got to take this. And then, aren't you worried about being safe and being dangerous with that kind of money? He's like, oh, that's right. He opens up another thing in the wall and grabs some guns. He's like, son, you ever shot one of these? And he's like, what? No, what? and then he remembers that he's got drugs hidden in a cat. I don't know. It's just funny. It made me laugh. Memorable for sure.
The drugs are hidden in the cat.
It might have been a phone. I think there might have been a phone in there, and he's like, Ming Hao. Yeah, calling China.
Classic.
It was good.
It's on Peacock. I'll watch it. Now that I know it was an actual thing.
Yeah, there's a whole episode. Like,
I'll watch that. I don't know the last time I watched an actual episode of Saturday Night Live.
Last time I watched Chappelle host.
I was just having that conversation with my dad. I could not recall the last time I saw an episode. I watched an episode of Saturday Night Live.
Mm-hmm.
Like Colin Jost and the other one are
Michael Che.
Yeah, Michael Che. They're pretty decent.
Yeah. They're funny. I love their whole skit. I loved when their bit first came out. Yeah. And people didn't know how to feel.
Right.
Because Michael Yost is making the black jokes, and they're like, can you be doing this?
Is this okay?
Yeah.
And then nobody told him, like, they should not
Wait,
have.
Did you just say Michael Yost?
What did I say?
No, Dave said Michael Yost.
That's a Jost. Like a soft
Colin Jost.
Oh, whatever.
And Michael Che. Or Shay. I think it's
them two motherfuckers.
Yeah.
All right,
anyway.
man.
Yeah.
Hey!
Are you ready for a good-ass show?
Banging that one chick. Yeah!
Yeah. And I'm Colin Moist.
And I'm Colin Mockery. Cool.
And I'm calling you maybe.
And I'm calling you Joe. Wait.
Hey, I just met you.
And
this is David. Davey.
Call him Davey. All right, here we are. We're back again. It's another edition. It's another episode of my show. And you may have heard us singing about him. That's what they called him on the ship. They called him old Ensign Davey.
Seaman Davey. Get it right.
Oh, pardon. I was British there for a second.
I worked for a living.
Seaman doesn't work.
Wait, mine doesn't.
Sometimes they do.
Apparently mine doesn't. I've been trying for years.
Mine just always choose the wrong fallopian tube. It's crazy.
Prepare to dive.
It's Dave.
It's me. It's Dave V. Back in this chair. Anyways, I was thinking.
Don't hurt yourself.
Yep.
What was that like?
I can't remember what I was gonna say. It's Robin.
Hey! And I can't remember what I was going to say either because I wasn't going to say anything because I just passed a kidney stone. It was awesome. My pee hole feels amazing.
Oh, gaping pee holes.
Speaking of pee holes, wait, no.
No.
I'm so bad at these.
No, that's my thing.
Bringing it back around. The hoop snake known as Jake.
Nailed it today. Look at that.
Yeah. It's a good luck.
Yeah,
day.
it's me, One Take Jake, back in the saddle again. And yeah, we got some things to talk about, like kidney stones and the Rolling Stones and getting stoned. There's a whole lot of rock talk today. I bet essentially is what we're going to get to.
Are we talking about Kansas right now?
Kansas.
Rock talk. Jay Hot.
Oh yeah,
we
could talk.
Isn't that what they talk about?
It's rock chalk.
Chalk.
Not
That's what I
rock
said.
talk.
I said rock chalk. Jayhawk.
You said rock
Oh,
talk.
No,
you
I
say the
do
rock
say
talk?
Yeah, you racists.
Oh, speaking of TikTok.
TikTok.
You know English is my first language, right? I mean,
No, I can't
yeah.
I
tell.
don't know. Hold on. Let me get my translation glasses out again. We'll double check that shit. Oh, man.
So, one of the crazy things that has happened in recent memory, the server migration for TikTok. So now we're on Meta, but apparently, and I was nearly one of these people. A bunch of people deleted TikTok from their phone, and now they can't put it back on their phone because it's not available in the App Store. And now people are selling cell phones on eBay for like $3,000.
I saw one for 25.
25 grand?
$25,000. If you want to buy my phone, just message us. I will sell you mine for half that.
Yeah, 1,300.
And I was thinking about it at first. I was like, that's ridiculous. That's stupid. That's absurd. But then I thought about some influencer sitting out there who deleted TikTok in a rage.
Yeah.
And now it's back, and they can't get back to their income.
Yep.
And what's $12,000 if you're going to make $50,000 with it?
Right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're on Red Note right now, preparing to defend the great communist China.
I was so arrogant about the TikTok shutdown. Like, I was like, they're not going to shut it down, and if they do, it's not going to be for long. Like, that was my whole perspective the entire time.
Well, you were right, but then you deleted it.
I did not delete it.
Oh, I thought you said you deleted it.
I said I nearly deleted it.
Oh.
Yeah, I said I was almost one of these people.
Yeah.
Horseshoes and hand grenades, my friend.
Yeah.
Because I was like, didn't you send me something?
Yeah,
today? I was very
TikTok.
confused on how this all worked out.
I take Jen's phone, I log her out, I log myself in, and then I send her TikToks, and then I let her log back in to watch them.
Speaking of which, Jake needs to borrow $3,000 to pay off a credit card.
Yeah, I need to borrow $3,000 for business expenses.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole TikTok thing was crazy because like I'd read enough stuff that I'd heard that Apple Store and Google Play were both going to delete it from their stores. Like they'd already planned on it as of January 19th. Because from what I understood, they could be fined also for hosting it, or, as having it. But then all this other stuff happened and they're like, all right, it's good. And there hasn't been any mention of what the fine was going to be. It was going to be $1.67 billion every 12 hours.
What?
I can't remember what the fine was per person, but it was either $500 or $5,000 per person user in America per 12 hours. And so,
Wow.
yeah, you haven't heard anything about anybody being paid. So, yeah, the whole meta server migration thing makes sense.
That's
Yeah, that's crazy.
wow, that's crazy. See, Joe Rogan's in the house. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like there's a lot of craziness with like tech world and the whole TikTok thing going on. I mean, like the whole meta migration.
Yeah.
The Zuck at the inauguration. I was like, okay. Did not expect him to be there.
Well,
and
so
then
go ahead. Keep talking.
I was gonna
I'll
say,
come back to it.
and then this last week, him basically just coming out and being like, yeah. So, anyways, we were definitely censoring things because we were told to.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is going? Like everything's just like, hey, barn doors open.
Yeah.
Like everyone get the fuck out.
Yeah. But
And by the way,
so those seats that Zuckerberg and like Dana White was in one, and you had Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and the Steve Jobs, all these guys, the CEOs, the billionaire club that was there, you know, that owns 20% of the world's wealth. Those are seats usually that are taken up by governors of your side. Like Trump's like, no. I'm a businessman. I don't really. We're not gonna follow those rules.
Yeah.
But yeah. So like, I'd been reading like that they were gonna take that off the store. So I was like, well, so I can't delete it. I'm not gonna delete it. You can't. You just. I don't want to have them be like, oh yeah, we have it, but we're not putting it back in the store. Or, you know,
fucking
like
Flappy
that.
Bird 2.
Exactly. We almost had that, and then it went away. Was I home? Yeah, I was home. So Saturday was a weird day. I'll tell you about that when we get to it. But get home and I'm just scrolling through TikTok, and then all of a sudden I'm at the end of my scrolls. I can't see any new videos.
You've reached the end of the internet.
Oh, yeah, I've reached the end of TikTok.
It's like, sorry, you can swipe more later.
I guess so. And then Dana's posting on Facebook. Oh, what am I gonna do? Like, I don't know, not TikTok.
Just entertain yourself some other way.
Pick one of the other
sleep 10. Because it was 11 o'clock here, which meant it was like 2 in the morning.
2 in the morning, yeah.
Yeah, go the fuck to sleep. And then I went to bed and got up, and then it worked.
You're like, oh, it's and we're back.
We are back.
We are definitely back.
I did a moon video saying goodbye to everybody, which was fun.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me, the dark side of the moon.
I haven't opened TikTok in so long, but
How long is it?
I don't know.
Oh, not fun.
Probably as long as Snapchat.
Yeah. But I opened it just to look at the message that says TikTok's not working.
Oh, yeah.
And then I opened it one more time just to screenshot the we're back kind of message.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was funny.
It is funny.
Mm-hmm.
I also screenshot it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, thanks to the great work of President Trump. I'm like, what the fuck? He had nothing to do with
Premier Trump, thank you very much.
Well, thank you for our propaganda machine. Now that you get to censor it.
Oh, that reminds me. I think I texted you Saturday, maybe not, but I definitely asked Bales. I was standing there waiting for him. So Saturday, I went to Eugene because Riv had an all-state choir concert. And I was like, well, that's going to suck to just go up for that. And then I was like, oh, there's a Duck game. Bales, can you get tickets? He's like, gotcha. So we went and watched the basketball game, which we lost. But we were supposed to meet at 11. So I'm there out front at 11. Bales like half an hour later. So I was just standing there and I'm looking, and there's a Indian food place.
Yep.
And a Korean food place.
Yep.
And I'm like, those are both technically Asia, aren't they?
Yep.
And then I was like, wait, how far does Asia go? Doesn't it go all the way over to Egypt? And so I like get out a map and I'm like, Wait, so Palestine,
Yeah, you did bring this up to me, and I was like, this is
And-
kind of out of nowhere.
Israel are both Asian countries. It just so
Mhm.
those are Asians. You
Yep.
got a
Yeah.
lot of problem with them Asians.
Asians
Yeah.
stirring up shit.
So yeah, that's where it came from. That's where that whole text came from. I didn't give you the whole thought process. Bales understood because I told him once he got
Yeah.
there,
Mhm.
and he's
If
like,
you-
"Huh, yeah, that makes sense." Like, and that's where we get the Middle East and the Far East. Duh, fucking idiot.
What's the Near East?
There
Russia?
isn't one. Probably, maybe. Wait,
What's crazy
looking
to
it
me
up.
about Russia is that even though something like 80% of the landmass is in Asia,
Mhm.
because Moscow is in Europe, it's a European country.
Right. So the Near East is classified as the Middle East. That's weird.
So we have a
It's a
Grover situation.
transcontinental region, and
Whoa,
it's-
whoa, whoa! So what kind of region does it identify as?
it used to identify as Eastern, and now it's Near
No,
East.
Near
Mhm.
Oh shit. Okay, so back to my Saturday. So
Yeah,
we went and watched the basketball game. They were supposed to have free beanies, and this pissed me off because before the game, I see 3 CMS guys wearing the beanies. They only had 2,000 beanies to give out, and you got CMS guys all wearing them. The fuck.
Yeah, get out of here.
So I got there early enough. I probably could have got one, but
That's why I
because
sneak
Vales was half an hour late, I was like, well, not getting one of those. Didn't get one, but we got pom poms.
That happened to me on a bobblehead night with Bales. Bales,
Oof.
Cash Cab were coming up, and like they were like an hour and a half late, and I'm like, you motherfuckers,
Sons of bitches.
You go in and then climb to one of the outer sections and be like, I'm in this section. I'm dropping your tickets.
Yeah, well, they're all digital, so.
All right.
Well, we had physical tickets though because he got them from Kidsport.
Mhm.
Ew.
Watched the game and I was like, well, I'm gonna go check out a Goodwill. Bales had told me there was one on West 11th that was pretty big. I think it was West 11th or somewhere out in West Eugene. So I go there, find some cool sunglasses. Actually got a new water bottle, which I like these kind of water bottles, the Contigo ones.
Yeah.
And it's a different type of spout. I was like, I'll try it. I like it. It's cool. $2. Can't beat that. Got Riv a Dutch Bros coffee cup, like one of their metal ones they sell for $2 or no, $1.25 because it was 75% off. And then after that, I was like, well, I'm gonna go to Fred Meyer and see if I can find some sushi or something like that. And I'm walking around in this Fred Meyer. Before I get in, this guy goes, "Hey, you got a couple dollars?" And I'm like, I don't have cash. And who asks for dollars?
Yeah, right?
Come on, man.
In
Whatever
this economy.
happened to ask for some change? Well, you can't buy
Inflation.
shit for change. Yeah, exactly. And I'm walking around and I see people sitting at what looks like a bar, and I'm like, that's weird. And I keep walking around the other side of it, and there's like 8 beers on tap, maybe 10. And it actually is a bar in the middle of their fucking Fred Meyer. I took a picture and sent it to Dave. I was like, check
And
this shit out.
I actually looked at my phone.
He did.
Because I'm like, it's a bar.
It's just husbands wanting to go grocery shopping all of a sudden.
Right?
That's
And
what
so
I said.
there were dudes sitting there at the bar and probably their wives just walking around shopping. Like, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
More places should do that.
You know what that is? That's babysitting for adults.
100%.
Yep. Target needs to get rid of their Starbucks and put in
the
a
fuck
bar.
they do.
Well, Fred Meyer also had a Starbucks.
See?
It also had one of those fancy cheese place things.
Oh, you were in a bougie ass Fred Meyer.
Jeez.
No, because it was also like like it had gates you had to walk through to get in, and then they closed after you. I'm like,
They're like
what kind
one-way
of
gates.
sorcery is this? Yeah,
Yeah,
because
the
I
old,
guess
you can't steal shit now.
yeah, and then like to get out, you have to like go through this whole thing, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's a thing.
Every grocery store I went to in Arizona had the same thing. There was a definite entrance and exit, and you can only, like, you go through the gates. They're automatic. They open for you, and then they shut behind you, and you're like, I can't leave.
It was funny because I wanted to go to the Starbucks in the Safeway near my house, and it's clearly in a low income area sort of deal, if you catch my drift. And so I asked the guy, I'm like, man, can you like activate this gate so I can get around? And he's like, just step through, man. I was like, really? Like, you're just telling me to circumnavigate your entire system here? He's like, that's what we do.
He's like, come on, man, I just work here.
I wasn't giving him shit. I was like, no, I just want to make sure that, like, as I'm about to do this thing, that guy over there wearing the jacket that says security isn't going to come and tell me my business.
Like, Brick isn't going to come try to tackle me from the side.
Exactly. Keep lurch off of me, man.
So, okay, I go to Fred Meyer, get my shit. I bought sushi because they had sushi. They had a guy making it just like ours. And
they had a guy making it.
Was he
like ours?
What color was he?
Oh, he was Asian.
Oh, nice.
Like actual Asian, not like Middle Eastern Asian.
Yeah, not Eurasian.
Yeah. And then so I go out to the car, eat my sushi, and then I'm like, oh shit, River's concert starts in an hour. Where is it? I fucking look it up on my phone. Oh, it's over by Costco. Oh, it's easy. Drive over there, go inside, and like I had to buy tickets ahead of time, or a ticket. It was like $6. And so I'm standing there, and then I see her fat mom and grandparents, and I'm like, but I saw Devin. You know Devin that used to work at the casino, Dave? What's his wife's name or girlfriend? Alicia. Is that it? Alicia?
Let's go with that.
Wasn't it Alicia Dubois or something? It was Tessa's friend. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. It was Dubois, and then whatever Devin's name is now.
Dubois. All right, I'm standing there for like half an hour, and I'm having kidney stone pains at that time because I'm like, so I
sounds miserable.
Yeah, it was awesome. So I stand there for half an hour. They start letting people in, and I'm like, who's checking tickets? I didn't have to buy a ticket to this thing, you motherfuckers.
That's the fucking worst.
But then they don't want you taking pictures. They don't want you recording because they've got professional recording and this and that. And I was like, whatever. That's
what your $6 went towards.
Yeah. So no, you have to pay for it. It's $20 to get the audio. Let's see. Yeah, I've got the program right here. $20 to get the audio right here. And then $35 if you want the video version.
And for the gold package.
And the gold package, which has both, it's $45.
You should have asked them how much for just video.
No audio.
Oh, just the video, no audio. That would be really funny.
Just video, no audio. How much for that?
That would be good. But it was actually cool. Like the concert itself was cool and short. It was only 5 songs.
Oh, thank God.
Right, but they were good. Like it was the all-state choir, so like they had kids that could actually sing instead of watching Rivers Elementary's concerts that are always
in
garbage.
Good hands.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Like Allstate. Yes, I got it. Yeah. I knew where you're going. And then I drove home, watched football on my phone. Oh, that was the other thing. I was trying to watch the game because I think the Chiefs were playing at that time still, and I'm trying to watch it on my phone, and there's no fucking internet in there. I'm like, hey, why is there no service in this goddamn? Oh, we're in a church. It was in a church. My bad.
Sorry, that one's on me.
I did that.
What the hell? Son of Jesus
Drove
Christ.
home, and then we had the TikTok fiasco, and that was my Saturday. Oh, and then on the way home, the kidney stone really started to be like, hey, guess what, buddy? This is going to suck. I'm a kidney stone.
How do you guys feel about that?
Kidney stone.
Hey, that's me. I'm coming out of your piss hole.
How do you guys feel about that Chiefs game?
I don't know. I didn't get to watch most of it.
That's fine.
It's like my mom.
A bunch of bullshit happens and the Chiefs win in the end.
My mom, hardcore Chiefs fan, right?
Yeah.
when I asked her about it, she's just like, "Well, they won the game. Should they have?"
I mean, from what I
when
did get to watch, yes,
Mhm.
they should have.
Yeah.
Well, even her who when a flag goes up and then if it goes in the Chiefs' way, she's happy, right? But even she was just like, yeah, there's some weird ones in there.
Well, I heard they do something in the Universal Football League or whatever it's called, United Football League, called the Super Challenge. And you can do it one time per game, and you can challenge any aspect of a play.
Ooh.
So if they had an 85-yard touchdown run and you saw the left tackle hold, you can't just say there was holding. You have to say the left tackle was holding. And they go back and they go, okay, yep, holding, 10-yard penalty, no touchdown.
Huh.
Or conversely, like back in the NFC Championship game with the Rams and the Saints, they could have thrown the Super Challenge flag, and then that's pass
That's
interference.
pass interference. Yeah.
Like we didn't need to go check.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a few people post that they need to get rid of the slide rule. Like if a quarterback gets out of the pocket and runs, you are now a runner, not a quarterback.
Yes, 100%.
And I've been on board with that one for a while.
Well, you're a defensive player.
Yeah, like give yourself up a lot sooner. Because
or get smashed.
A lot of these quarterbacks, like they're getting down, they're just waiting to the last minute.
Well, but you see they changed their target level too to match the quarterback sliding. So it's not like they don't know that the quarterback's sliding.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I mean, you do see the guys launch just completely over the top of the quarterback, and you're like, yeah, he was going to hit him there, but he slid, so he didn't.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
But then, I think back to the time that Vernon Adams got smashed by that asshole from Eastern Washington.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, you have to lower your attack plane to hit a guy in the helmet who's laying on his back.
Right. And that's why I don't have a problem with the call. Like it's
even the Shador Sanders one this last season where he throws the ball and then all of a sudden a guy comes out of nowhere, like shoulder pads first, like it's a dive, not I got knocked into this. He's diving at Shador's ankles.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was in the bowl game against BYU.
Yeah.
Like, I see that one, and I was like torpedoed at his knees, and if they were playing on turf, he would have been out.
Mm-hmm. Because
did you guys watch the other games?
No.
Yes, kind of. I watched the Philly game, and then I fell asleep during the Buffalo game.
Oh, I watched first half of the Buffalo game.
Yeah,
the Philly game was fun. The snow made it fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
The snow made it less cool at the Buffalo game, though. I felt like I was like, I already saw a snow.
Yeah,
game.
it was not we already had one. We don't need two.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Your Buffalo snow is stupid.
Yeah.
We can still see the numbers. What is this bullshit?
Those sweater jerseys, have those been around, or am I just noticing them now, or are those slightly new?
That was a guy that put a fucking jacket on and then put his shit over it.
He put on a winter coat.
Hmm?
No, he wore a winter coat under his uniform.
Is that what you're talking about? The guy that wore the coat?
No, I'm talking about Josh Allen.
Oh, the quarterback. The
quarterback hoodie.
Oh,
hoodie.
They just started cutting. They put slits in it and then sew pockets in.
Yeah. So that is that
a pocket.
That's that new?
Newer.
Okay. Well, because it also looks thicker.
I think what they do. You remember how the quarterbacks used to have like that hand pocket thing that would always get ripped off. Yeah, but it's just under the jersey now, so it's one less thing to grab.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like the first time I noticed it was earlier this season, Josh Allen, and he puts his hands in he just like you would with the hoodie. He put his hands in there, and I didn't catch it at first, but then when he takes his hands out, I'm like, wait, he's not wearing a hand warmer. Where the fuck did his hands just go? I was like, where the fuck? So then I just kept watching, and then he did it again. I was like, why haven't they done this sooner? That's ingenious. You don't have something to snag or grab, and you've got your pockets right there. You need to keep your hands warm. Throw some hand warmers in there.
Or like,
Okay, here's what it looks
imagine
like.
like if you had some tacos.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they've just sewn the hand warmer in, like they slit it and then they put the hand warmer in and then sew around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could put your lunch in there.
Yeah, snacks
Mhm.
for later,
Drugs.
sodas, drugs, all the stuff.
Soda.
6 packs of soda.
Your third quarter PEDs.
Ah!
Like I need more. I need more Dianabol.
Oh god.
No,
So we had some.
if you want an instant hit, you need to do the trend. That'll get your heart rate going.
Oh yes, yeah.
Dave would know.
I heard.
He's heard things.
He heard from a guy.
Yeah.
Yep. In a prison.
So I had also heard there was some teacher on the internet was talking about her students who tried smelling salts for the first time,
Oh yeah.
thinking that it would just like get them super jacked up, but not knowing any of the side effects of using smelling salts, which is apparently explosive diarrhea.
Awesome.
Really? We did them and didn't get explosive diarrhea.
We didn't try to get high off of them. We just did them.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, you just like used them properly as
Yeah.
one does.
Because it's ammonia is what you're smelling. And yeah, I guess, yeah, that could fuck your shit up, literally.
Huh. Is that really all it is? Is just ammonia?
Yeah.
Huh. Is wow.
Jake's thinking. He's like, hold up, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Oh shit.
There's just a whole cottage industry of dudes sniffing ammonia.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Thank Joe Rogan for letting people know that it exists outside of the people that already knew.
I don't think Joe Rogan for fucking anything except for news radio.
Okay.
He was pretty funny on that.
Well, all right.
And he's also a guest weekly on our show.
He is. He never seems to make it in time, though.
No, he's like he couldn't make it last week. We had to bump him, and if things continue the way, he's going to get bumped again this week. So, extremely sorry, Joe. We're gonna have to get you on next week, but
one of these days.
One of these days, we'll have time for you.
Him and Kevin Smith.
Yeah, I just want to ask Kevin Smith one question and then put my headset down and
let him talk.
Just let him talk.
All right, that's been our hour.
Like,
see you guys later.
Like, whoa, whoa, man, hang on, I just got started. I know
that guy. He has a story for everything.
Can relate.
Yeah,
it's not a bad thing. It's kind of funny in a way, like the way the internet works and how, like, before when Clerks came out and Mallrats came out, like, you didn't hear anything from Kevin Smith. He just made movies and shit.
Yeah.
And now in a way, it's like, I hear what Kevin Smith has to say, has to think about every single thing in the world all the time.
There for a while, like when Marvel was making their movies pretty regularly, like I was always hearing what he thought about every movie that came out. Now I don't ever hear from him.
It's like
Marvel's pumped the brakes.
And rightfully so. It was out of control there for a while. They did the thing where it causes me to completely stop following. If you hit me with too much too soon, like, all right, you know what? You lost me around the far turn. I'm just going to have to catch up with y'all later.
Well, they were doing like 4 or 5 movies a year.
Exactly.
Plus the TV shows.
Yeah.
I feel like What If was kind of my turning point. I was like, okay, now it's just starting to feel like they're shoveling this shit out at us.
That's one I don't watch. Like, I've watched every Marvel thing except What If. I watched the first season. I watched part of the first episode of the second season. I was like, it's the same shit. I don't like it.
Oh, I don't know. What if Thanos had an ass for a head?
Right? Like that. Those are the what ifs I want to see. Give us the fucking Rick Sanchez version.
Yeah. See, I had the exact opposite reaction when What If came out. and then watching all of the seasons, it made me interested again to watch the other ones.
Well, in a way, it was just like, what if Captain America was a girl
and British?
and British?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then she wouldn't be Captain America, would she?
Oh, she's Madam Britain. Duh.
I thought she was Captain Brit. Is she Madam?
I don't know. I just said that because it sounds
I don't
cool.
know. Say a lot of things.
I say stuff, man.
Well, then they basically turn her into Captain Britain while they already do have a Captain Britain too.
Yeah.
Who exists in the world.
So Peggy would have gotten this shot, and then she would have jumped over yeah. It was just basically a cartoon shot-for-shot remake of Captain America, but with Peggy Go Ducks in the spot instead of fucking Chris Evans.
What? So I know Captain America: Brave New World is coming out. What other things are coming out soon?
His real name is Clarence.
The one I wanted to go see was the Ralph Fiennes movie, The Return.
Return of the Mac.
Once again.
When did that come out?
Wait.
Release date. Oh, it's already out. It actually might be in the theater.
Who's Ralph Fiennes?
Ralph Fiennes. He's the Voldemort guy.
What did I say?
You said
Ralph, but that's because that's how Dave said it.
Oh.
That's how his name's spelt.
Yes, that is how his name is spelled.
It's spelled Ralph Fiennes, so I always say Ralph, but yeah.
It's kind of like watching F1 and realizing that Charles Leclerc's name is Charles Leclerc. It's not Charles Leclerc. It's just a British guy.
Yeah.
Like, don't say Charles Leclerc. It's Charles Leclerc. Like, when he says his name, he says, "Hi, I'm Charles Leclerc. I'm a F1 driver." Like,
go back.
I did see that. I didn't watch the Golden Globes, but I did see the Nikki Glaser part when she was teasing Timothy Chalamet about how his name sounds like something Adam Sandler would say, and then got Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
Chalamet.
That was
Chalamet.
Okay, I got the list of what's coming out this year.
All right, hit me.
Oh, and I got Rib's mom texting me because she does that, I guess.
Do my job, I do blood. Is that what her text said?
So yeah, there's this Spider-Man. I think it's a cartoon. It's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
That sounds cool.
And I think it's supposed to have some of the same actors doing the voices. Then we got Captain America. Then we get Daredevil Born Again, which that looks badass.
Mm-hmm.
Captain America.
Thunderbolts on May 2nd. Fantastic Four on July 25th. Eyes of Wakanda. I don't know what that is. Is that
sounds like it's Black Panther.
Never heard of her.
Never heard of her. Then there's Ironheart. God damn it. The stupid thing. I'm trying to read the calendar off of a video and it keeps trying to play when I zoom in. Skip the ad. Fucking assholes. You can't skip it for 5 seconds. I'm gonna. Marvel Zombies is one of the things coming out.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I'm stoked for that.
I figured you would be.
Mm-hmm.
Ironheart, and then Wonder Man, which Wonder Man is going to be in Thunderbolts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, boys. I've been holding. I got pissed.
I hope something cool comes out.
Yeah,
I want to hear the list.
It's not going to be as exciting as Robin's fucking piss adventure. No. You mentioned the third Black Panther movie, seemingly, and it reminded me of the way that Black Panther seemed to, like, say, when Black Panther came out, I was like, oh, okay, that sounds interesting. That's kind of cool. I'll probably catch it later. But I didn't really care.
Yeah.
And then I heard enough people like, dude, this movie fucking rules. You got to go see it.
Yeah.
And so Black Panther seemed to, in a way, create the sort of, if it's a Marvel movie, you're going to go see it. And it, like, no matter what it is, you're going to watch it. You're going to take in the property because it's like, this is what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like after Endgame, maybe more so after like WandaVision, because WandaVision was awesome.
Yeah.
But I feel like after WandaVision, they're just like, here's a bunch of stuff. Watch it now.
Yeah.
And I
Well, they
feel like
realized they needed to slow down. That's for one. Because they
I
were
don't.
doing too many things too often and spreading themselves thin and not really paying attention to what's this and that.
Well, the
But
problem is like they
oh,
want if you want to do a comic book for all these superheroes, that's fine.
yeah,
But if you want to make a movie for all of them, you can't do it week to week.
right. For me, it was the one that, well, there were two that I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch them, but I'm not super hyped about it. Was the Eternals and Shang-Chi, and I was right. They both were kind of meh. I've heard a bunch of people say Shang-Chi is so amazing, and I'm like, did you watch it? Because it was okay. And then there was Ms. Marvel, which I thought was going to be stupid, and it's actually not terrible. I liked it enough to watch it, but I'm not going to watch it again. But then I watched the Marvels, and that's like all three Marvels, and you
Like that's
probably
with
haven't
like
seen
America.
that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. That's the one with like America Chavez and them, right?
No, she's in the fucking Doctor Strange movie,
Oh, okay. The
the
Shang-Chi.
multiverse.
Oh, the Multiverse of Madness deal.
Yeah, that one. And that's when they're gonna have to come back to a bunch of stuff in that one. They set up all these things and then have just been like, nah, whatever.
Yeah, I feel like some of the stronger storylines have just been completely abandoned.
Hmm.
Like
I
everything that's going on with like there's got to be something that happens between Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange,
Yeah. Well,
but
so
like
they killed
how
her, right? You watched?
right, sort of.
Okay, so she's dead, but at the same time, they hinted at her not being dead in Wanda, or not WandaVision, Agatha.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, she's gonna have to come back at some point. Um, oh, have you heard that they're working on recasting Black Panther?
No.
That's the latest big rumor. I keep seeing it all over the place that they're looking to recast him or discussing it, but
Terrence
till they
Howard.
do, I mean, I don't know.
Can we
And
get
then,
Jamie Foxx?
do you think he'd be good?
No.
I don't either. It's
Or
got to
we
be somebody that no one knows. Kind of like Chadwick Boseman was known, but not known.
what about Michael B. Jordan?
I thought that would have been perfect, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because he's got. I mean, I was thinking about him in Creed, and he's got a great. Like he already knows how to fight, right? So he's
Yeah,
gonna look natural in fight scenes, which is
yeah.
what you want. And he's a good actor, and he's got a good look.
But what about the fact that he was Killmonger?
Doesn't bother me.
Okay. I mean, if we're bringing back Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, bringing back Robert Downey Jr.
as Doom, he's
no, bring him.
Doom.
Yeah, I know, but
Oh, bring
also
him back as T'Challa.
yeah.
I know who I am.
Yeah, we don't do that here.
Welcome to Wakanda. Call up some greens, huh? Oh man, I don't know what the Eyes of Wakanda is. I think it might be a cartoon.
Well, the eyes of Wakanda are upon you. Ah, it's Chuck Norris.
My dad still watches that shit like at least once a week. I walk out there and he's "In the eyes of-" I'm like, God damn it.
Is it?
Fucking
Well, I mean,
Walker.
I love, I love campy '90s TV.
Yeah.
I, I unironically watch Beyond Belief Factor Fiction, hosted by Jonathan Frakes, all the time.
Yeah.
Like I used to watch it on YouTube when it was like someone would just upload the shows and I would go watch them. But somebody like was tasked with somebody's this was somebody's job. Somebody got paid to upload the entirety of the show
Yeah.
onto YouTube with ads. And so now I can watch it. But what I fell asleep watching it the other day, got
The other
up
day.
the other day, got up and went to bed, turned the TV off, went to bed, thinking that the Xbox would take care, nature would run its course
Yeah.
and take care of itself. Well, YouTube never stopped playing. So there was like 16 consecutive hours
Oh my
of
God.
Beyond Belief Factor Fiction hosted by Jonathan Frakes. So
Do
somebody
you,
would
do you know what it's like to walk in the dark at night?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a ship sink on the middle of the ocean?
You ever wonder what the egg carton in your eggs is for?
You ever see a starship fly out of the sky in the middle of the day?
Do you like gladiator movies?
All of his intros are just classic. It's like,
Right?
these are awesome.
You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll pull that up because
All
I'm
right.
sure they have it.
Dave, did you watch Gladiator 2 yet? Since it's on Paramount?
I have not. I haven't had time.
Yeah, I
to.
keep forgetting.
Yeah.
But I
It's
did
been
watch Silo. I watched the end of that.
nice.
was good.
I did get through first season of Lioness. Really good. I really enjoyed it. And then I haven't started season 2 because the night I was going to watch TV, we all finished Landman because we were waiting on me.
Oh, yeah. You told us that last week, I think.
Finished Landman.
What a shitty superhero.
What? Landman.
What a shitty superhero.
His superpower is just peeing rocks. That's me.
His superpower is manifest destiny.
That is the name of the episode. I need to get I'm gonna figure out who named the most episodes last year.
Oh yeah. Are you ready for Jonathan Frakes to ask you things?
I am.
All right, here comes Riker.
Have you ever walked out of a mall into a huge parking area and realized you'd forgotten where you parked your car? Ever gone mountain biking? What do you want to be when you grow up? What's the right tip? Have you called a plumber to your home lately? How superstitious are you? How much money would it take to make you spend a night in a cemetery? Would you display this as a trophy? Do you have a pet? Do you have a sweet tooth? Do you believe in the power of a curse? Have you had your hearing tested lately? Planning a trip soon? Can you remember the tallest man you've ever seen? You love to go a-wandering beneath a clear blue sky? Have you noticed what big stars real estate agents have become? Are you careful with your personal records? Does your computer ever seem to have a mind of its own? Have you ever visited a Chinatown section in a major city? Have you ever visited a flea market? Have you ever a job as a waiter? Have you noticed how many successful restaurants are theme-based these days? Have you ever had the desire to write your initials in wet cement?
Oh, wow.
What really happened here? Did 3 acrobats...
What really happened here? Oh, there's more.
Really choose to avenge their sister's death? And haven't dogs and cats been known to predict earthquakes? But what about the detail of the chocolate chip cookies? But then what about those dog tags? But then how do you explain the chocolate? How else do you explain both people using the same computer repair shop? If not, how could the boy suddenly speak Chinese? But then how do you this unusually shaped chair? Why did the insult machine suddenly give compliments? And how do you account for the loose stitching on the quilt? Was Jocelyn really cursed by the beautician? If so, how do you explain the doll using the name Miss Robinson? But then, how do you explain the grease and screwdriver in the father's bed? If so, how did the men's room attendant know so much about Artie? But then, how could he have possibly known about the children's playground? If so, how did he get the gift back? But then, who murdered Professor Wainwright? And how do you explain the pen? And how do you explain the fact that the box fell at the right time? How do you explain the smudge on the phrenologist's head? But who was Elmo P. Middleton? Did the spirit of Abraham Lincoln actually seize hold of Senator Quigley and force him to tell the truth?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, those are awesome.
Amazing.
I kind of want to watch those shows every episode now.
It's so good. It's so good. It's so bad it's so good. Because it's like they're all just 7-minute episodes, and the plot is super thin, and nothing makes sense, and the acting is terrible.
And Jonathan Frakes is just Rikering all over the place.
Just all over the place.
Every chair, he just gives it the old Riker.
You know we're gonna get copyrighted for that, but it's fine. You guys listening you'll get the full benefit.
How could I'd be really surprised if we got
because it's from a TV show. We've had like 2-second parts before get us a copyright hit.
That's fair.
He's just gonna beam into your living room. Did you know that using that is a copyright infringement?
So we'll just cut it out.
How do you explain you trying to record this?
Oh, that was one of the things I mentioned to my dad about TikTok. He was like, "Oh, the government, Chinese spies," and I'm like, I think the reason we do like it is because Chinese don't give a fuck about copyright. They're like, "You want to use a full episode of Beavis and Butthead and post it? Sure."
Go on ahead.
Mhm.
Like, you want to use a song? Well, we might get angry about the songs, but
Depends
you
on
got
the
a version
song.
of it you can use. Stupid.
Is it just me, or is it like now that TikTok's back, I kind of don't care as much?
I mean, it would be just you because you said, "Is it just me that I don't care that it's back?"
All right, fair
So-
enough. Let me rephrase that. It seems
Am-
to me that with like I'm scrolling through TikTok and I'm just kind of going, eh.
I think people aren't back into the rhythm, and also CapCut got banned.
Oh,
So that was where you would get a lot of the like you get like a guy and then a background and then
and some funny
like a
shit.
song. Yeah, like a lot of those don't exist now because I don't even know if it's still on my phone. Let's see. I think it even got deleted off my phone. Oh no, it's still there. CapCut's still there, but
Because yeah, like
but you
that's how
go
you do all
to
the
it.
green screen shit.
Yeah, but you go to it and then it's like it's brand new and you can't use it. Yeah, you can't like. Oh, I guess you can.
What was CapCut?
CapCut's like a thing you use to edit videos and make videos with
Oh, okay.
to put on TikTok. And it was like there'd be like a little thing, use this template on CapCut, and then you click on it and it takes you to the CapCut app.
Oh, okay.
CapCut app.
Cap app.
CapCut app.
I was gonna say I
CapCut
think
app.
I care just as little as I did beforehand because
Dave has a
That's it.
TikTok.
I have one.
But does Dave open it and read the messages? No, he does
No.
not.
Oh,
So
if it's
that's
really-
why if there's something important, I send it to Dave and Jake because he seems to check those messages.
I checked that one because the
That's a business chat essentially.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh shit.
Oh, especially as it gets closer to Wednesday because if there's something going on and we're changing days, I need to know.
We're always getting closer to Wednesday.
I found out today that I can set it up in my phone to send you a message, like say Wednesday at 5. I can
Was that
put
what
that
this
in there
one was
now.
today?
Yeah, I actually did that, and then as I was doing it, like I just said it's Wednesday, and then it's like, would you like to send a check-in? And I'm like, a what? And then so I look at it, and it's like you can text when you get home, and it'll automatically text him, I'm home, or so you can do like those sorts of things now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You can also
Uh,
lie.
Yeah, you could also just lie.
Be like,
But like say I tell Dave, hey, come over when I get home, or something like that. Then I could, if I forget to text him, I could have already had my phone set up to text him, so that I'm not quite as retarded. Makes me look less dumb.
well, there you go.
Dave, you should
I-
take Sundays and plan out your texts for the week. Be like, send a text Tuesday at 10 a.m. Hey, I'm gonna miss class today. Sorry. Like you
Dave
just
texts
do all
like
your.
he only gets two. Dave texts like he still has a text plan where he gets 300 texts a month.
Yeah, and after that, it's 10 cents per text.
I'll schedule an LOL into the group chat from time to time.
Oh.
It's just out of nothing. We're just nobody's saying anything like
No one is-
just LOL.
It'll just be 4 a.m. and it'll just get a LOL. What the fuck is LOL for, Dave? What are you watching?
LOL. It's like a pardon. It's for everything that came before.
Yeah.
I'm LOLing everything that I haven't seen since last Tuesday.
I love when Robin and I have insomnia at the same time.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, because
Like we're both texting at 4 a.m. and
yeah,
neither of us know why we're up.
yeah, and like neither one of us have asked the other person why we're awake, but like
We're just
You-
talking.
yeah, I pulled up my TikTok and there's a green dot next to Robin, so I sent a text. And his phone's on silent, so if he responds, like he's awake.
Yeah.
It's just you two up texting and Dana posting about goth chicks and
Yeah.
And us
yeah,
Depression.
commenting on, yeah.
Goth chicks in depression is Dana's life.
Yeah.
Goth Chicks in Depression is the name of Dana's episode.
I almost made it the name of ours, but his superpowers manifest destiny is pretty awesome.
That's pretty good. Yeah. If you put it as Goth Chicks in Depression, we might get more engagement though.
Views.
Right.
Yeah. I'll just write that into the notes.
The episode where we argued with the guys in the comments got like 400 views.
Yeah.
I was like, dang. How did that happen?
Because it had Joe Rogan and it was right when the fires started.
Oh.
Yeah. So people were like, well, what's Joe saying about the fires?
What's Joe have to say about the fires? He's like, hey, bro, have you seen those fires? It's crazy.
Well, California's on fire. That's why I moved.
Well, I moved.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, totally moved. Have you seen those planes, though? They're crazy.
Um,
You ever tried DMT?
Are they still getting the drones in New Jersey or whatever?
I
Or
think
have
that's
those
still
stopped?
happening.
No, the news cycle shifted, so we don't know.
Oh, now we're doing
Like, it's
the
still
fucking
happening.
We've
George
got
Bush
fires.
meme.
We've got fires in LA now, so
We got floods in North Carolina. We got drones in New Jersey. We've got... I mean, I think it's just Uber Eats getting ready to deliver to Manhattan.
Could be.
California was like, "Hey, they're not paying attention to us."
Yep. That's what it was.
I really appreciated the mayor of Los Angeles. Like she got interviewed on the not the tarmac, on the jetway on a flight where she was in like Hawaii or something. And they're asking her like, "Hey, do you think it was appropriate for you to be in Hawaii while your city was on fire?" And she just wouldn't say a fucking word. And
Oh
they're like,
yeah.
Like, so do you have any comments on why there was no water in the fire hydrants?
No.
Yeah.
No, she didn't even say no. She just stood there and just stared.
That was her inner monologue being voiced by me.
What is it? Is she Shaq?
Hey.
Big Shaq.
We're out of water.
Have you guys seen the videos of the fire chief? Who's just like the one that gets me really is where she says something about, "Oh, would you be able to carry my husband out of a fire?" And she's just like, "Well, if your husband's in a fire, he did something wrong." Right? It's like, that's still your job.
Yeah.
Like that's not what we're talking about here.
Are you victim blaming my on fire husband?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's the whole, well, when something bad happens, you want someone to show up that looks like you.
Do you?
Do I care?
No,
Yeah,
I just want somebody who can help.
Yeah, like I just want help, not. I hope a 5'8" out of shape 240-pound dude doesn't show up.
Dude, if someone who looks like me shows up, like they better be as strong as me, because elsewise I'm fucked.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like I've come to accept, and I'm not trying to brag. I've come to accept that I'm freakishly strong. In the I don't do anything to cultivate my strength way. I just am able to lift heavy things.
It's at this point it's called old man strength.
I guess I got it.
Yeah.
It's settled in my mid-30s.
I did enough cocaine that now it's called retard strength.
Exactly. Did you guys see the video of the Philadelphia mayor trying to do the Eagles chant? You know how they
Philadelphia.
spell
I get my cream cheese from there.
E-G-L-E-S. Yeah, exactly.
Was he chanting high tide?
It's a chick, and she spells E-G-L-E or E-G-L-G. Like, she spells it way fucking wrong. I just sent you guys a Snapchat with it.
I just imagine her misspelling it wrong and then be like, "You can take me out to go." E-G-L-A-E-S.
E-L-G-S-E-S.
It's T-Pain, baby.
Yeah. Eagles. Fucking idiot. You can play it by the speaker since I think I turned mine.
Listen, we've got to do this. Let me hear you all say E-L-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Let's go, birds!
Just stick with "Let's Go Birds."
She forgot what kind of animal they were too. She's like, "Let's
Right.
go, birds."
Robin
Birds.
is so embarrassed for this woman that he's encouraging her to use a nickname that is not the name of the team. That's how bad this is.
That's when you know you fucked up.
That's a grievance.
That is a grievance.
Mhm.
Ooh, I got grievances. I think I'm up to 5 grievances already
dude.
this month.
I haven't
think
even been
my-
grieved yet. Of course, I pretty much just go to work and come home.
Let's see. That's funny.
I got 1, 2, 3,
Ding.
4, 5, 6 already.
I got
Wow.
5.
I need to get out more.
My last one was people when they post all the feels. Like which ones? Like anger,
Yeah. Are you horny right now?
hunger. That a feel? I feel hungry. Like all the feels, pick some. You can describe your feelings better than that.
Yeah.
Do you want to punch a baby in the face?
That's a
Have
feeling.
have you ever slapped a baby? It's hilarious.
Yeah, probably. I would assume.
Yeah. But what about
They're
the parents?
The baby's just sitting there, and the stupid baby's just like, and then you just go, and it starts crying. It's funny as shit.
Next time I have a baby around and I have cheese, I want to do the slice of cheese on the crying baby.
I want that so bad. I might knock someone up just so I can get a chance.
I mean, there's babies around.
Yeah, just find a baby, Dave.
I guess I could do that.
Just walk around with cheese. And
Seems
then look
easier.
For babies.
Just
Less child support.
pocket baby cheese.
Pocket baby.
cheese. Yep.
Write that
Write that
down. So I said this to Robin earlier. Dave needs to hear it though. Like when I was young growing up, like my grandparents were super like they were the target demographic for To Catch a Predator, right? Like they were convinced that up until I was like 14, I was just the age that they liked.
You're gonna get
So,
all
like,
worked up.
Yeah, right. So like here I am thinking, I'm 14 years old, thinking everywhere I go I'm gonna get molested, and then trying to figure out what that meant.
I'm trying to see what that would feel like.
I don't know.
You've seen some of these female teachers lately, right? Like
They
trying
didn't
to see
look
what that
like
be
that
like.
when I was in high school.
Yeah.
All the
Those are
slutty
still-
chicks became teachers. What the fuck?
Yeah, that is not happening around here. That's for sure.
There's a lot of things not happening around here.
That's fair.
You could put that instead of where nature is your neighbor. It should just say Myrtle Creek. There's a lot of things not happening here.
We should go take a picture of the sign and Photoshop it for people, and then maybe try to get it on like a fake Myrtle Creek page.
Yes.
Just post it. What you do is you post it on the Myrtle Creek thing as a proposal.
Yes. Be like, have you guys seen the new sign proposal?
Yeah. And just
Myrtle Creek, where not a lot of things are happening.
we're not a lot of what is it? Yeah, something like that.
And then we'll change Canyonville to I'm trying to see what that'd be like.
Canyonville.
Yes.
Come for the casino, stay shit.
Because you want to see what that feel like.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Come for the casino, stay for the Burger King.
There you go. They have these weird. Have you seen the purple lights at the casino, or not casino, Truck and Travel over there?
No, I haven't.
Well, you haven't, obviously, but Dave goes there.
Are you talking about like the LEDs?
Like the whole parking lot is purple, which Jake contends does not exist.
Yeah, it's not a real color.
No, I guess I haven't seen.
So what?
I don't know if I've been there
happened
since I've been
was
back.
is there was an entire
here we
batch
go.
of LEDs that were made incorrectly. There's a bunch of them up here in Washington too.
Really? That's what it is?
Yeah, they made them wrong.
Oh, okay.
And so they're not going to just get rid of them.
Right, because they're kind of expensive.
Right, but they're going to burn for fucking ever.
Yeah.
And so it's just going to be purple.
So I'm not going to that gas station.
Next time it rains, we got to go do a Prince video.
Purple rain.
That's funny.
Ding.
These people,
Hey.
they could have been anywhere in the world, but they're
They
here
are.
with us. We appreciate that. Yeah, make sure you're checking us out on YouTube. You get to see all the fun stuff, and you get to see Dave's pretty face. But for
And my
this
rock.
and yeah, you get to, oh yeah, visual cue. You get to see Robin's fucking kidney stone if you watch on YouTube. So check that out.
His old pee-pee pebble. Pee-pee
But
pebble.
for this episode, this edition of my show, good night, universe.
Until we meet again.
Good X.
Good
Good
ducks.
luck.
Make sure to go and check out definitelynotsellingdrugs.com.